it's Sammy from Sammy's Sweet Life, and today we are talking color coding for the Makselife Planner. So I ended up making my own colors for a couple of these because some of the colors just don't line up exactly right. I will show you guys what I'm talking about when we compare colors. So I ended up pulling out colors from 3 different types of pens. So we've got first the clean color dot pens. We also have the Mildliner highlighters, and we also have the Twintone. So I ended up matching up all 8 categories with the 3 pens each. So we're gonna walk through them, test them out. I'm gonna show you guys how the colors work together and coordinate. So I ended up picking my own set of colors. So first off, you can see with my goals here, this one will be easier. You can see I did end up switching my colors around. I switched my color for orange here. You can see I used pink. And then also I switched out the grayish blue color. It's like a steely blue, almost gray. And I switched out for dark teal. That ended up giving me a pink, which is one of my favorite colors, and it ended up giving me 2 teals, which they happen to have 2 teal of the clean colored dot markers. I have the stickers in the back here. And I ended up pulling off stickers so that I could make sure I was using the right pen, especially since I have 2 teal colors. I wanted to make sure I was using the right pen and highlighter and dot pen when I was going to use these. So I ended up color coding these. I had seen this done by somebody else in the Makselife Facebook group. They have a really, really nice community. I will link to that down below if you're interested. But I ended up using these little circles to stick a circle on each one, and you can see like this is the grayish steely blue color that I switched out for the dark teal. So I've got my little dot thing there. These happen to start peeling off of these round barrels, so I ended up just using like clear tape. I think it's just, you know, your typical Scotch tape. I had it because I was wrapping Christmas presents, so I just ended up wrapping them up a little bit so that the sticker would stay on, because they did not like to stick to these really smooth barrels. I found them peeling off quite a bit. So I just ended up sticking them on with the tape, and now they are stuck nice and tight. I don't know how they're gonna hold up over time with me using them over and over again. They might get nasty and I might have to redo them, but I still have lots of stickers. I can redo them if I need to, but for now I feel like that's gonna hold up really well. And then I just have them in this little Kit Life container. I don't know what these are called, but a lot of companies have these. Makselife has one that's really, really pretty. It's, I think, like gray and white and teal on the inside. So I was super tempted to get it, but I already had 2 of these Kit Life ones. So I'm just using what I've got. So I ended up sticking those on and matching up my colors, how I have my colors. So here's the deal. Kids are playing basketball outside, being loud. Stella is being really loud at her quiet time, which is not being quiet. So the rest of this video might just be extra loud in the background, but we're gonna just roll with it like always. So I did end up writing them on one of the tabs in the Makselife Quarterly. So that's what they look like. That's gonna be my color coding for this. And I will show you what it looks like. Let's see. So here is a sheet that has the actual colors. We might flip to an empty one so we can look at it and compare. So they're just a little bit different. I don't have the colors perfectly matched up because there's only so many of these dot pens, there's only so many Mildliners, that kind of thing. So we're just going to match them up the best that we can. I ended up pulling out the ones I like. And for this, I'm gonna show you guys some alternatives. I have a few different ones, and of course I will link to everything I'm using down below for you guys. The individual color names will be listed down below because some of them don't have them listed on the barrel. I just know what sets some of them came from, and then I don't even know what sets other ones came from. So this is from the Twintone's Pastel. For this fun recreation color, you do have an option, actually a couple different options. So we've got 2 dot pens that may work for this. I've seen a lot of people using brown for this. And then there's also this coral color. This one is called Island Coral. So some people use those. I didn't really like either one of these for that option. I really just wanted to incorporate some pink, so I used pink. But you can also do the Fawn color or the Island Coral color, and neither one of them is a great perfect match, but they will get the job done. So for the gray one, it's like a bluish steely gray, so you have the option of using like the darker blue color, which is called Denim. You can use that one and line up colors with that, or you can also just use the gray one, and this one is just labeled Platinum. But neither one of them are exactly the same shade as this darker thing, so you have to choose what you want. I just happen to just go with that teal color, which I'll talk about my colors that I pick as far as names. I'm just showing you alternative colors now. And then to go with those colors, I picked this one from the Twintone Pastels to do the writing. I'll probably just do the bolder tip so you can see a little bit better. You have that option, and then there's another orange that lines up really well from the Brights collection. And I also have one dot pen. This is one of the single color dot pens, a clean color dot pen, but it doesn't have the other piece on the side. There's a pack of 6 of these that you can get on Amazon. And so that color is just like a little bit of a lighter color. And the one reason I didn't like it, first of all, it doesn't have the dual tip. But second of all, it just ends up being really light for that one. So I just didn't love that one for the option. And then I pulled out an orange from the Twintone Brights that also would work really great for an orange. I'm just going to use the bolder side now. So those are all options that are, oops, I smeared it, sorry. So those are all decent enough options for that. And then I have one Mildliner that I pulled out that matched the best. And these ones are not named. They do have like a color code on here. I think it's Apricot for this one. So this one's a great one to use with the orange if you're using the orange color scheme. So those are some options. Now I didn't go with that, of course. I went with pink, so I ended up just choosing my favorite of the pink options here. And these ones are all labeled with the orange, so I know which one to go with. So this is the really light pink. This one's called Candy Pink, and I love it. I just dotted it right there already. And then for the Mildliner, this one is Fuchsia. Well, they don't match exactly, and I'm okay with it just kind of coordinating and all being just pink. And then I picked this Twintone. I don't know which pack this one's from. It's just not from the rainbow pack, so I assume this one's from the Brights pack. And this is the Twintone I picked. So you can see my 3 pinks just coordinate together. They're just really pretty shades of pink. I really like those. And then for down here, I didn't pull out any of the blues, but there is only one gray option, and this gray comes from the Twintone Pastels pack. So that would be a good option to use if you're going with either one of those color schemes, and then you could match up the blue with the various blues, but I didn't do that. There's so many different blues that you could choose, and none of them were exactly, you know, on the money for that dot, so I think the gray would work better for that. And then there are 2 options for Mildliners, and it would be nice to use either one of these depending on if you're gonna go light or dark. We've got gray and dark gray, and that's what they look like too. So we'll do both of these down here so you can see what they look like. And I feel like this darker gray leans a little bit purple, so I don't know that it really goes that great for the color coding since the grayish steely blue is more on the blue side, but I think the light gray is just beautiful. This is one of my favorite ones. It's a great, great color. I just think it's so wonderful, and it matches the dot really, really well. I'll show you guys. I'll put it right next to the dot. So that one matches super, super nicely if you want to go with the gray. So those are other options. I'm going to just walk you through the rest of my colors. I'll go ahead and do the teal since it is marked here. So all of my teal ones are marked with the gray symbol there, and I picked a dark teal to go with this. So the colors, again, they're not exactly perfect. I already dotted the dotter, and then I've got the Mildliner here. I just love, love, love that color. I'm actually not sure what this one's called, so we're just gonna set it down. And then this one came from the rainbow pack. The rainbow pack has the label on it, and it is turquoise blue. Put that here, and it just lines up really well with those colors. I think those look really, really nice together. And then next, we'll just start from the top here. So this is the yellowish section. I picked the bright yellow color. I think this is something with sun. Summer sun for this color, which is really, really pretty. And then I just picked 2 other yellows that I thought were pretty. They're not nearly as goldenrod and sunny as that, but they work and they're beautiful as well. So these are the ones that aren't labeled the greatest. This is lemon yellow. I think it's really pretty. So these ones just more coordinate than matchy match, which I'm fine with. So those are the yellow ones I picked. And this one is from the rainbow pack. The rainbow pack has the label. It's just called yellow. And next we already did the pink, so those are the 3 pinks I'm using. And then we have purple here. So for the dot pen, this one was called Hyacinth. And then I pulled out a Mildliner, and this is also from the rainbow pack. It's just labeled violet. And I think this one's also labeled violet for the Mildliner. I just love this purple color. I think it's so pretty. And the Mildliner goes with it. You can see the Mildliner is a little bit lighter than both of those. So it's like, this one's the darkest, this one's the medium shade, and the Mildliner is the lightest color. And they just coordinate really well together. And then for the health and wellness, it is a blue. So I just picked like this almost cornflower blue. It's called Splash. And then I picked a dark blue to coordinate with this because I wanted it to be dark. And then this one is the Mildliner. It's like a medium shade blue. And again, I don't know what the symbol means for this one. It says SB, so I'll insert it for you guys. So these ones don't match up the most perfect, but it's blue, so it will work. Again, so we've got a dark, medium, light for these guys. And I thought that blue was really pretty for the highlighting. And of course, like if it's the only blue I have, I will know which one it is. And I'll learn these colors a little bit better as I go. So next is spiritual and personal growth. And I love the color for this one. It's this really, really pretty aqua color. And I pulled out 3 aquas for that. So we've got Bluebonnet as the dot pen. And then the Mildliner is a blue-green. And it just matches really, really well for this one. This one was the most spot on as far as the blues and teals. And they all just match. They're just middle-toned tealies. So those are really good. And then the last one, oh, you know what? I totally skipped work and learning. We'll come back to it. I was like, I still have stuff in my little container. So the second to last one is the green. And for this one, I had this Kiwi, which is really, really pretty. And the Mildliner for this one is called, I think it's just called Mild Green. So that one's easy. And again, I only have 1 green, so it's fine if it doesn't match up exactly matchy-matchy. And then this one is just one of the Twintones. I don't know right offhand what color it is, but look, they look so good together. I really, really liked the greens for this. And now we'll go back up. We totally forgot work and learning, which is the red section. And there's not a really good red in the 12 pack, but there is another additional 6 pack that you can get, and it has more primary toned colors. It's got like a darker pink and more of your like primary colors, a true blue, green, and then the red. So you can definitely get that pack if you want. I was just really trying to show you guys options with just the 12 pack of these because these ones are really expensive. You can buy them individually from places like jetpens.com, but I have not done that. I just buy the packs off Amazon. And then along with that, there's not a really, really good red in the Mildliner collection, but there is a great red in the rainbow pack for the Twintone. So this one is just such a good bright red. And here the red leans a little bit darker, but mine are just more of true reds. And in this case, this one's called Salmon. It is almost a corally type color. You can see it there. It's not exactly the red, but it's the closest I had in that 12 pack. So we'll go ahead and highlight first. This one is called Mild Red, I think is what it's called, but it's more of a pinky color. It leans pinky. It still will work, and it definitely matches that dot as well, but it is not a red, which, I mean, that would be a hard thing to come with in a highlighter. And then this is the Twintone, which is more of a very true red. So those definitely coordinate and will work well together. So that is my color coding, and those are the options that I had. I will link to these packs. These packs can be found on Amazon, and originally they're like $17 or $18 a pop, but if you use the Honey app, it's something you can just download and it can work on your browser extension. If you download Honey, you can mark things and get alerts when things drop in price. I ended up snagging these all for like $11 to $12 a pack, which was awesome. I ended up with 2 of them right off the bat because they had marked them down. These 2, the rainbows and the pastels. And then I found another price drop for the brights. The Honey app will send you an email when there's a price drop. So you just check your email and you see what thing has dropped in price. And so I snagged these ones for $11. And my friends and I did a favorite things Christmas party, and you get to exchange one thing in the party. You buy one thing 3 times, so the same exact thing 3 times as your favorite thing, and it had to be $10 and under. Well, mine was $11 because these happened to drop to $11, and I think I ended up with the pastels. I ended up buying this pack because it dropped to $11. It was such a good deal. I couldn't pass it up. And I know I totally cheated because it was $1 extra, but it was just such a good deal, and they definitely are some of my favorite things. I love, love, love the Twintones now. I love the Mildliners. I especially love the Daughters. They're so nice to just dot everything and checklist everything. So I hope you guys liked a look at these colors. I will be doing the same sort of color swatching comparison for the Power Sheets planner as well. So be looking for that video coming up soon. I also have playlists for various planners and also just a generic planner playlist if you guys are interested in that. So I hope you guys will like and subscribe and follow me along, and I will catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.